So why use QGIS? I'd like to kind of talk about this in two ways. One, why you might want to use QGIS as a choice for a GIS system to use, and also why we're specifically using it for this class. So QGIS, first of all, it's free. There's no charge to use it. You can simply download it from the internet and start using it. It's open source, which means people can actually go in, change the source code if they want to, and actually customize it to their specific uses. So in addition to being open source means that it is customizable. It is getting more and more widely used. Part of the reason is because it's free and open source, but also it has a lot more functionality than it did a few years ago and is a good choice as an alternative GIS to use. Maybe the biggest reason people use QGIS is it's available for a number of different operating systems. While the most popular GIS program from Esri is only available for Windows, you can download and use QGIS for Windows, Mac OS, Linux, BSD, Android operating systems. So it's very flexible in that way. There's a lot of different places that it can be used. So whether you have a Mac or a PC, you should be able to freely download this and install it onto your machine and then use it for this class. In this class, we'll be using QGIS version 3.4.14 LTR, which is also called Madeira. And this is the version that will be loaded in the GIS lab. So when you open QGIS in the lab, that's the version you'll have. This is also the version that's used in the book that we're using as a lab manual for this class. So as you're looking at the printouts in your book and you see certain menus, if you want the menus to match, it's best to have this version of QGIS. However, when you go to the QGIS website to download it, it may not be the first version that's listed on that website. So please look for that version 3.4 and then everything will match. So when you go to the QGIS website, it might look something like this. If in this case we're looking at downloads for Windows, and we can see that if we look under there, the first versions that are listed above are 3.1. But then if we go down further, the long-term release repository has this 3.4 version in it. And then whether your machine is 64-bit or 32-bit, you can download one of those, and if it is a 64-bit machine, it will be the one that's circled there. And then it should be just a matter of downloading and installing the software, which is a fairly easy process. There's no sort of licensing or anything like that involved. It's just the download and the installation. This is the book we're using for the class, QGIS Map Design by Anita Grasser and Gretchen Peterson. And you can see right there on the front cover where it's circled that it's new and updated for QGIS 3.4. So that is, once again, the version that we'll want to use, and specifically, as it says on the top of the slide, version 3.4.14 LTR, which is also called Madeira. And the other slide here on the right shows the back of the book, and these are some of the maps that we'll be making with QGIS in this class this term.